Okay, so this is just some analysis on the reason behind the documentary trailer I'm deciding to create. So when I look at the culture in hip hop and rap music, we hear a lot of profanity in the industry and use it as an excuse to fill the gaps in their lyrics. Hearing Jared's music, my brother, he doesn't use profanity. This is quite unique and innovative, um, and it shows the use of that you could use a creative side at a high standard in music and still be successful without having to use profanity. I was doing some research and I found a site called Best Tickets, and they had an article on swear words in the music industry, but mainly rap music. Um, they they had a chart that shows the amount of times profanity has been used from 1985 to 2013. Um, there's in that time there's been 31,564 swear words in 145 albums. That's how many cusses were used in that period of time, according to their data. Um, from their data. This may not be exactly but it's still a high number, resulting into 217.7 cusses per album, so it's 218 basically. They examined 2,295 songs. Shockingly, the N word is the most used. Well, I wouldn't say it's as shocking, but the N word is used the most, which is at 10,098. But this is due to most rappers having an African or Caribbean heritage. In addition, the use of the word has been very controversial with racism, and if it's actually right, and well, yeah, there's been a lot of controversy with it, and if it's actually right to use the word due to its implications. Seeing these results as a fan of rap music was not as much of a shock in regards to when I listen to rap music, I always hear profanity. But in a way, I guess I can understand in the style of song of the song, if it's based on the streets or if the rapper constantly raps about hardship, where where this is the way of expressing a hard life, and being in that hard life, you are most likely brought up and lived in a community where heavy profanity is used. However, hearing 218 cusses per album is a lot, and it should be cut down. There's further info showing the most profound albums, with Tupac's All Eyes on Me standing at 905, with Tupac's other album Until End of Time with 895. Personally, I think these albums are great and express a great gratitude on how influential Tupac was to music. However, seeing the extent of profanity does shock me, because I believe he could have definitely cut down the amount of swear words and still have music at the greatest and high standards it's at today. So yeah, it would be quite interesting. It would have been interesting to see what he would have done if he used much less, because I think it would have been amazing. I thought that Snoop Dogg's album Doggy Style would be on this list, but it's not. Um, it's one of the best albums I think that's been produced, and I think it has a lot of profanity in it as well. But um, but yeah, he does use the play on words sometimes, but he did use quite a lot of profanity. That's what I thought, but I didn't really like the album. Seeing this information does make me think how some of these lyrics could have been performed in a less vulgar fashion, and potentially could have been lyrics that have a heavy influence in society because of its meaning, but due to profanity within, it stunts the success of it. People call Eminem's verse on Stan, Nas's verse on Memory Lane, and NY State Mind some of the best verses of rap of all time. However, they all use profanity, and if it wasn't, it could have. I guess it could have had. not headline on news, but in society and in communities, it could have had an effect at a much larger scale. It could have changed the way things are in a way. Um, this year, there was a video on Complex on YouTube, and it said that Offset's verse from his One Third of the Migos. They said that his verse on Gucci Mane's album, the song Met Gala, was one of the best verses this year, but that does also use a lot of profanity. Um, Looking at all this data, this is why I've chosen to do a documentary on my brother, because he doesn't use profanity, and he may not be at their level, but he's proven that you could have success in the music industry without profanity and just thinking creativity with lyrics and having fun with it as well. So I want to present him in a documentary showing his life with the highs and lows without the use of profanity, so you can witness that he has been successful and can be even better in due time.